Hello SLAPAFISH community, welcome back to No World Tanks Constant video. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a video on the Astron Rex, which is a tier 8 American premium autoloader tank that you can get from the Ultimate Season Pass of Allegiance. So, let's talk about this tank. This tank is a tier 8 American medium tank that's an autoloader. It's a 5-shot tank. Very unique. Does 320 damage per shot, but also has a 4-second interclip reload. Now, this tank has 3 things going for it. It's kind of 4. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of things going for this tank. So let's get into how I actually had this tank set up first. So I had this tank set up with the gun stabilizer, code optics, and the advanced concealment, and the enhanced target info. My skills is Born Leader, Rapid Loading, 6th Sense, Green Thumb, Multiple Shot, Camouflage Expertise, Steady Aim, Deadeye, and Situational Awareness. You may realize I have a lot of camo and vision perks on this tank. I've maximized my vision and camo on this tank. Now why have I done that? Well, fun fact, this tank has really good concealment. Like it does for a medium tank. Like if you look on the minimap right now, my concealment is pretty small compared to my vision range. Yeah, that's why I really wanted this tank, where I can have really good view range and really good concealment, and that has helped me play like a light tank support role and outspot people that I'm shooting at when I needed to be. Also, if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing because it's free and it helps out the channel a ton. And also, that vision and concealment is really going to help me out in this match. Right here, it's sort of going to help, but my armor, and did I forget to mention, this tank actually does have armor, and this first clip I'm going to fire is really going to suck. Like, the first clip is just going to suck. So, like I said, this tank actually does have armor. Like, the turret armor is pretty good. 220 at the front, 100 at the sides, and 75 at the back of this tank. It also has 10 degrees of gun depression, so got some turret armor, and you got some gun depression. So that's really nice. Also, you do have this big cupola, which can be a pain. It's 120 millimeters thick, but hey. Let's talk about the whole armor. The whole armor is nothing really spectacular. It's 85 millimeters on the upper hull armor and 70 on the side and 50 at the rear. Now, I have fallen back from that position because I decided, I was like, okay, those 5 shots did not do me well, so let me come over here, use my vision and concealment, since our light tank is not coming over here, and just spot what's over there on the K line or anything that's out in the middle. Now, I really need to take down the vision. I did put 1 shot in the Hawk 12. I'm going to put some shots in the Scorpion G, put 1 in Blind, and the Dragon 6 and the Type 62 that's right here. I'm going to take the killing shot now. It's going to get me spotted. I'm going to reload my clip. It got me spotted. I got shot. And I'm down to 251 hit points. And now this is where I need to be kind of passive, but kind of not. What do I mean by that? I need to play a little bit cautiously of this tank. I need to play this tank to its strengths. I played the armor strength earlier, but in Westfield, and my team already won like the top flank, so the armor's not really going to help me in this match for the rest of this match. So let me maximize that concealment. Let me use that concealment and view range that I maximized. So this tank actually has 390 meters of base. It's not that good, but I do have my vision up to 499 meters of view range. Really good. As you can see, I'm getting a spot assist ribbon. 2 of them, actually. Now, There was a tier 10 match, I think like 2 matches before this one, where there was no light tanks on our team and on the enemy team. So basically, I went out there in the middle of the middle of the road and got like 4,000 or 5,000 spotted assists in this tank because I just maximized my vision and concealment because they couldn't spot me, and it was great. So yeah, like I said, I'm using my vision to spot up people to get some spot assists, but nobody's really shooting. But I also have the concealment, so I'm allowed to outspot people and stay hidden at the same time. So that's really, really nice. Now, let's talk about that gun. Now, the gun, like I said, 5-shot autoloader, 4-second interclip reload. It has a reload time of 34 seconds, gives it a DPM of 1,920. Its aim time is 2 seconds, and its accuracy is 0.43. So that's kind of why I have steady aim. I think it was steady aim and gun stabilizer on this tank to improve that gun, the accuracy. Mobility wise, it's a pretty decently fast medium tank. It goes 52 forward, 30 reverse, but its horsepower per ton is kind of lackluster for a medium tank at 14.52 horsepower per ton. Hey, you know what? You can't have it all. Now, if you notice, I ran out of the standard round, so I switched to premium so I could start having full clips. And our team is actually losing. And right here, I'm trying to stay here, try to spot people that are going to be coming up over the G0 line that I got run out into by his G-sword. So I was also considering following the G-sword right here. Then I realized it's like, G-sword's going to die because that's out in the open. There's a very aggressive shape up too. And guess what? The G-sword does. It dies. So glad I didn't take that route. And we just lost our Churchill 7. And there's the Astron Rex. The enemy's Astron Rex. It's pretty full health. Now that iron rain that you see to the left is AFK. So this is mainly a 2v7. But let's talk a little about the Iron Rain. Also, the SU-130PM knocked out their last remaining light tank on the enemy team. So that's really, really nice. Let's talk about that Iron Rain. That Iron Rain has went AFK right there. I'm pretty sure it's AFK. Iron Rain has pretty good vision. Well, it has really good concealment. And its vision is decent. And it's actually in a really good spot. So I'm going to use that AFK tank as like a spotter while I'm off in the distance firing at the tanks that are trying to farm my Iron Rain. Now the SU-130PM before it went down, it managed to take down the Spot Panzer 1Z, and it managed to take down the King Tiger, but the Iron Rain on the enemy team took it out. So this is a 2v5 match. And I'm going to take the skill on the Scorpion G right quick. Now, I'm thinking about reloading, but I don't want like a tank to sneak up on me while I'm reloading, because it does have quite one reload. And speaking of a tank, there's the Astron Rex. Now, this is a very important time to kill the Astron Rex. Now, I also get spotted by the AMBT, so I was like, okay, the AMBT is right here, and it spotted me up, and I need to take down the AMBT. Even though the Astron Rex is a more powerful tank, the AMBT was up there spotting me and could just snapshot me and kill me. Now, I'm going to retreat over here because I don't know where the other two tanks are. And also, the Astron Rex is still down there, our base circle. But I also want to stay in range of the Iron Rain, of our friendly Iron Rain, because I want to know when people are shooting it, so I can know precisely where they are, where the enemies are, and when they're loaded. That'll be a distraction, and I can come in with my 5-round autoloader and clip them out. Here's the Astron Rex that just kind of been hiding behind this building, put one shot into it, and there's the second shot. That's the killing shot. I get spotted, probably because of the Astron Rex Because when I fired that second shot, it came out from behind like bushes and stuff, and when I fired, it dropped my camo. Now, I'm going to run this way, and I'm going to actually go down there where our base is, and try to flank down there. I'm trying to reposition without the J Panther 2 knowing. And you really want to do that in these kind of matches. Always reposition. Trick your enemy. This is when Sixth Sense becomes very important. When you have Sixth Sense active, they know where you are, and you drive in a location that you don't want to go. But as soon as your Sixth Sense gets dropped, they can't see you anymore. So turn around and go the way you wanted to go. Basically what I did here in demonstration. Now I get spotted, and I also get targeted for a second, and I'm kind of freaking out because I had no idea where the J Panther 2 is. Even though I have really good concealment and pretty good view range, the J Panther 2 was also sitting still. And I believe I don't have silent driving on this tank. I just couldn't take the silent driving because I really wanted Deadeye, steady aim, and situational awareness. So silent driving is kind of not having silent driving. It's kind of making this a little bit difficult. Now the J Panther 2 was coming down to kill me. Then the Iron Rain said hello and popped the J Panther 2. So I guess the Iron Rain decided to come back. And here's the enemy Iron Rain. It's full health. I can't go take a hit. So I'm going to try to snipe from a distance. Put one into him. And that long enter clip reload allows the Iron Rain to get away. Now, I have 5 shots left. The Iron Rain on our team is 1 shot. At the time, I wasn't really pinned. Oh wait, the Iron Rain, as far as I know, has 1 more shot, or is reloading. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to flank the Iron Rain. The Iron Rain is kind of focusing on our Iron Rain, so I'm just going to climb this hill and go in a position where I just outflank the Iron Rain and completely surprise them. And here's the Iron Rain. The Iron Rain managed to take our Iron Rain. I put 1 shot the pillar, fire 1 more, hit him. Iron Rain goes invisible, still there. So and my final shot, I'm going to fire it. I also activated fractions, see if I could spot him out, because the Iron Rain has really good concealment. Couldn't spot him out. Now, the flaw about the Astron Rex, it doesn't get a lot of ammunition. I believe it only gets 40 rounds of ammunition. Now, this leaves me in a tricky location, in a tricky position. The Iron Rain is a 1-shot, I think, for my standard and premium round. But I only have 1 AP, 1 premium. Luckily, I do have 1 more clip of a full ammunition tank. It is high explosive, but also the Iron Man has little to no armor. And I'm just going to come up around here, surprise the Iron Rain, get spotted, kill the Iron Rain. So yeah, Astron Rex, very fun tank, very good at concealment, and the autoloader is pretty unique. You can't speak off guard. Sometimes you're like, should I reload? Should I not reload? Yeah, I like it. Worth the 6,000 gold. Anyway, that's it for this video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, all the rest of Facebook as well as that, and peace out. See ya.